What if I told you the most fearless protector in this story wasn't a man, wasn't a soldier, and wasn't even human? And what if the one they risked everything for fit in the palm of your hand? This is not just another animal rescue tale. This is the story of a misunderstood pit bull, abandoned, labeled dangerous, and left for dead, and a newborn kitten thrown out like trash behind a grocery store dumpster. But when fate dropped them into each other's lives, something happened that defied logic, instinct, and even species. You think you've seen unlikely friendships before? Just wait. This story has loyalty that will bring tears to your eyes, danger that'll make your heart stop, and a connection so pure it challenges everything we think we know about love, labels, and loyalty. But here's the kicker. When a woman named Rachel decided to bring a scary pit bull into her home as a single woman living alone, everyone warned her, but no one was prepared for what happened next. Do animals feel love? Can broken souls heal each other? And who really saves who in the end? Stick around, because what you're about to hear might just change how you see everything about animals, and maybe even yourself. Max wasn't always named Max. When animal control picked him up off the streets, no one even bothered to give him a proper name. His intake card just read, Gray/white male pit, no collar, no microchip, just a pair of deep, haunted brown eyes and a limp from an old injury. He was dumped at a city shelter, a gray, worn-down place with cold metal kennels and barking echoing through every corridor. Here's where things get uncomfortable. Pit bulls like Max don't get second chances. Not easily. Many shelters still label them as high risk, which is often just a polite way of saying not adoptable. But what no one saw was the gentleness beneath that muscular frame. Staff noticed it. The way he never growled, never barked, just watched quietly as other dogs lunged and barked. The scar on his front leg hinted at a violent past, but his eyes told another story. Now pause a moment. Have you ever judged a dog just based on breed? Be honest. It's okay. We're conditioned to. But maybe it's time to question that. Do you believe pit bulls are misunderstood? Rachel wasn't looking for a dog. Not really. She was a vet tech who had seen the worst of animal cruelty. The heartbreak, the recoveries, the ones who didn't make it. Her heart was scarred, and she didn't think she had space for more pain. But something drew her to Max's kennel that day. Maybe it was the silence, the stillness, the way he didn't beg for attention like the others, but quietly watched her as if saying, I won't ask, but I'll wait. Their first meeting was quiet. She sat down outside the kennel. Max didn't move at first. Then slowly, he came forward. Saturday placed his head near her hand, not on it, just close enough. That was the moment. Something passed between them. Not dramatic, not magical, just real. Rachel took Max home that week. Her friends were skeptical. A pit bull? You live alone. What if he snaps? But Rachel trusted her gut. And she'd soon find out. She wasn't just saving Max. He was about to save her, too. Some stories begin with love, others with tragedy. This one, with a trash bag and a faint meow. Luna was found behind a grocery store dumpster in a cracked plastic crate, surrounded by broken cardboard and soaked newspapers. She couldn't have been more than 4 weeks old, shivering, eyes half open, ribs showing. It was Rachel's day off, and she almost missed the sound. Almost. When she picked up the crate, Luna let out a hoarse cry, weak but defiant. That was her spirit. Now, imagine this, Rachel bringing Luna home, barely alive. And in that same house, a 60-pound pit bull. Here's where most stories end. or go very wrong. But not this one. Max was curious, concerned even. Rachel kept them separate at first, of course. She wasn't reckless, but Max would sit by the door where Luna lay in her recovery crate. He never barked, never pawed, just watched and waited. It was day 5 when it happened. Luna had started to recover, and she meowed louder than before. Rachel opened the crate just a bit to change her bedding, and before she could react, Luna wobbled out, right into the room where Max lay. Rachel froze, her breath caught in her throat. Max stood up, slowly. No growling, just watching. Then, the miracle. Max lay down. Luna stumbled toward him, blinked, and crawled into the space between his paws. He blinked, leaned forward, and gently rested his chin next to her. The rest is history. Can you believe that? A pit bull, protecting a kitten. No training, no prompting, just pure, instinctual compassion. Are we the ones who need retraining? From that day on, Max and Luna were inseparable. She followed him like a shadow. He let her sleep on his head. They shared everything. His bed, her toys, even meal times. Rachel started filming short clips for friends. But one day, she captured something that would change everything. Luna curled up under Max's chin, purring, while he gently nudged her blanket around her. That 20-second video, it went viral in less than 48 hours. People from all over the world wrote in, "This restored my faith in humanity. I cried watching this. My pit bull is the same way." Rachel couldn't believe it, but she also felt something deeper. Vindication. People were finally seeing the Max she knew, and the Luna she'd saved. But peace never lasts forever. One morning, Luna darted out the front door. The latch hadn't caught. She bolted into the street, chasing a bird. Max was right behind her. Rachel screamed. A car turned the corner. Too fast. Max lunged forward, shielded Luna with his body. Tires screeched. People screamed. And then silence. When the dust settled, Max lay on the pavement, bruised, bleeding, but breathing. Luna, miraculously unharmed, crawled under his neck and meowed, loud and angry. Max had taken the hit, literally, for a kitten. He spent weeks recovering, and the internet, it exploded again. News outlets picked up the story. Headlines read, "Pitbull saves kitten from speeding car." People sent gifts, donations, toys for Luna, treats for Max. But more than that, stories poured in. Stories from viewers. "My dog saved my cat from a coyote." "I used to fear pit bulls. Now I'm adopting one." Comments filled Rachel's inbox. People were feeling again, and questioning what they thought they knew about breeds, about fear, about family. What about you? Has an animal ever surprised you like this? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to read them. Luna grew fast. She went from shaky steps to graceful leaps. Max never flinched, no matter how many times she used him as a launch pad. They shared birthdays, Halloween costumes, lazy Sundays. Rachel even wrote a children's book about them. Schools invited her to read it. One teacher said afterward, "This story taught my students more about kindness than any textbook ever could." Max and Luna weren't just pets. They were ambassadors for empathy, for breaking stereotypes, for redefining family. So here we are, a scarred pit bull, an abandoned kitten, a bond stronger than anyone imagined. No blood ties, no shared language, just love. What do you think? Could you ever imagine a friendship like this? If Max and Luna taught you something today about love, loyalty, or maybe just looking past a label, let me know. Drop a heart in comment for Max, a paw for Luna, And if this story touched you even a little, please hit that like button, share it, and subscribe for more stories that remind us what really matters. Because sometimes the most powerful love stories don't involve words at all.